Hello and welcome to the Build with Bear workshop. This is a special stream for a couple reasons. The first is that I'm in South Carolina here. I'm in the Carolina room at my parents' place. As you can tell behind me, the theme is lighthouses of this room. The theme of this room is lighthouses. And the number thing is that this is going to be a YouTube exclusive. I meant to stream live here. I did a test stream and everything looked good. But as soon as I got everything together and went to go live with the stream, unfortunately, it immediately went bad. Lots of drop frames, very choppy, hard to hear and hard to understand. So I abandoned that. I'm not going to have my friends and followers watch a poor stream live. So instead, I'm recording this. I'm going to upload this to YouTube and then put the word out. And then I guess I could, at some point, if we wanted to, do like a special screening of it on Twitch where I screened it and then kind of talked over it. That'd be fun to do. But yeah, this is going to be a YouTube exclusive, my first ever. Not fan of that, but that's what we're doing. So I apologize to everyone that wanted to watch me live on Saturday. I know that this time of year, there's far less things for you to do because you watch a lot of internet content and people are on vacation and stuff like that. So I'm still going to do this recording for you, and I hope that you enjoy it. So let's take a look. Here we are. So it's a little dark here. It's evening here in South Carolina. So I have a lamp, which is helping some. Obviously, this is not my normal setup. This is a special setup for the stream, or what in this case, the recording. Yeah, so I'm gonna kind of go and just go off script a little bit, talk about what I want to talk about. Obviously, I don't have chat to spur discussions, but I'll say the usual. In the show description is my Patreon and my Amazon wish list and all the various ways that you can support me if that's something you'd like to do. Obviously, no pressure to do that. No one is under any pressure to ever support me in any of these fields. If you give me a follow on twitch.tv/PatBaer, that's always very helpful. A follow there lets you know, and then you get notifications, then you know when I'm streaming. Same thing if you're watching on YouTube. I don't say this enough. If you're watching me on YouTube, youtube.com/PatBaer, hit that button to give you notifications so that you know when I'm streaming. There's a button there that will tell you that'll give you the proper notification so you know when that's happening and you know when I'm up and streaming. Yeah, like I said, this is the first time I'm doing a pre-recorded video. I've done mailbags, of course, but I've never done a build without an audience, so that's unusual for me and a shame. I really enjoy having chat. I think it goes without saying that I enjoy having the chat with me and letting me know what's going on. But I'll do my best to just keep you entertained while we do this, and you can watch it in the background as you do other things. I did a drawing live the best I could. Very choppy live drawing. And Zorbs with a 0. Zorbs won the raffle. Zorbs will be receiving at some point in the near future 3 mega constructs. We're doing a mega constructs here, and Zorbs will be receiving 3 that I already did this year. So those will go out to Zorbs. I'm very excited about that because Zorbs is a great person on the stream. And if I remember correctly, Zorbs is Canadian, so that means I'll be sending 2 out of 3 kits I've sent out have gone to Canada. You may remember that I sent out a kit to Hygarian, who is Canadian, and Johnny Warps, who is Swedish. Or Norwegian. I'm sorry, Johnny Warps. I forget. I apologize for that if you watch this later. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at there. Zorbs won. I'm actually going to go and check real quick. I'm going to check Twitter to see if Zorbs has noticed. Zorbs has. And I'm going to send Zorbs a message. I'm going to DM Zorbs tomorrow. because I don't want to deal with that right now. Right now, I want to deal with building. Oh, so I should say that Adam bought this. Adam Cardoza, who is technical support for the League of Heels shows when we are in Boston area. He's a Boston native, a former Harmonix employee, friend of this endeavor. Bought this kit so that I would be able to build it here in South Carolina when I visited my folks. So thank you very much to Adam. I bought the other kit that we're going to build. We're building two kits. As you can see, I pre-knolled this so that it would be faster. For those that don't know, that haven't watched my Lego streams, knolling is the process of separating by color and by shape in order to facilitate a quicker build. For the larger kits, it's probably not the best idea because if you're dealing with like 1,000 pieces or 1,300 pieces like we did previously with our Millennium Falcon, that's not going to help. But a kit like this, which is at most 100 pieces, no problem at all. So we've got, I'm going to pop up, we're right here. I forget, this camera setup is weird that I'm using the webcam on my laptop. So right there, we've got our Charmander. Charmander goes, we'll put Charmander over here. You can see Charmander. We'll put Charmander there. There's Charmander. All right. So we got Charmander, and we're going to build Squirtle. Squirtle is a pretty easy kit to assemble. I mean, really, these Mega Constructs are very simple to build. There's no secret, there's no hidden trick to them. They're just, you look at the sheet, you see the colors you need, you put them together. Very straightforward. Our next one, which is the Charizard, the next thing we're going to build, that's a little tougher because that one is almost all orange. It's so many orange pieces that it's gonna be a little bit of a process to build, but not too hard. Nothing we can't handle. So we'll do this. And yeah, I've been pretty pleased with my vacation here. I got here on Thursday, which is 2 days ago from recording time. And it was immediately incredibly relaxing to just not be in New York in the hustle and bustle. I've been sleeping 9 hours a night, which was good because I did not sleep Wednesday into Thursday. I left work and went immediately to the airport, as is my style, how I like to do things. I work my last shift, then get on a plane and fly as fast as I can to my folks here in South Carolina. As I mentioned, I'm in the Carolina room, or the den, you could probably call it. But here they like to call it the Carolina room. It's a TV room. I had to kick my dad out of the room so that I could stream. Because originally I was going to stream. I'm right near the modem. As you know, that did not work out because you're watching this on YouTube. And no one watched it live, which is such a bummer. I'm so bummed about that. Obviously, I wanted to stream. I got all my stuff ready. I mean, if I was just going to make a YouTube video, I could have done this in Brooklyn and just put it up on YouTube. And in fact, I guess next Christmas, that's what I'll do. Because the streaming solution, unless they suddenly get better internet or I get some other way to stream, that's going to be what I'll have to do next year. So that's a shame, and it's frustrating because like I said, I know that folks look forward to having some semblance of a regular schedule, because it's this time of year. Websites are shutting down for the holiday. TV is on reruns. It's hard to watch stuff and see things. Speaking of watching stuff, I watched the latest episode, the Tuesday episode. I watched it, I think, yesterday. I finally caught what I believe to be the last episode of my favorite anime of this season, Love is Like a Cocktail. I'm a broken record about it, but it's just such a fun, good series that I have been really into it and really liked it, and glad I was able to watch all the episodes. And so it's one of those things where like I could do the research and find out for sure. There we go. Done. There he is. Put him right over here. Look at those friends. Okay, now we get to build the stand, which is the most complicated part. The base is the complicated part of these kinds of builds. All right, and we need one of these. Yeah, so Love's Like a Cocktail, as I've said, it is a 3-minute episode. It's really only 2.5 minutes of footage, and it's 1 minute of, or 30 seconds of a ending theme song. There's no opening theme, it's just the ending theme. Okay. So, yeah, and it's just a cute, really cute, fun little series about a drinker and her, who's like a working woman, and her beau, who is a bartender, and that's how they met. They met at his job. You don't know that until, spoilers, that they met at his work, and you don't know that until towards the end, which is a flashback to how they met and fell in love. And it's cute and adorable. Then there's like, it's one of those things where like there's like the rival at work ends up being like just another nice person who's just driven, and it's cute. It's a very cute show. I recommend it. All right. Well, that doesn't want to stay in place. That's weird. All right, we've run into our first question, which is, what am I doing here? This is color coded, which is helpful, but I'm going to use the color coding to help me, because this locks this in place. Oh, okay, so it doesn't fit too well in there because this will lock it in place. Got it. Come into that. Boom. This gray piece here didn't want to stay in place, but the other part will help it stay. Great. All right, we're moving through this pretty quickly. I'm going to try to do both things here in about an hour because my folks are taking me to a Christmas party for some very good friends of theirs. So I'm excited about that. That'll be good. So I heard you. You told me, various people in the chat, you told me, Pat, you will like, give it another chance. We think that you will like Recovery of an MMO Junkie, and you were right. I didn't necessarily like the first episode. It didn't really pull me in. But as soon as I started watching the second episode, I got really into it. And now I'm caught up, and it's good. It's not amazing. It's not incredible, but it's good. And I'm happy to watch it. It's enjoyable, and it's cute. So, you know, I'm into all those things. So, yeah, so that's nice. I'm happy about that. Yep, just recording the show. I hope that you all like it. I know that this is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to live stream for all of you. Unfortunately, that is was not in the cards, which is a shame. Okay, so let's do the math on this one. That one will go there. Shortest one will go here. Just go like that. This goes like that. Pretty straightforward. Yeah, so my folks are taking me to a Christmas party for some of their friends, and I'll see some people I've seen in the past and some people I don't know, and that's fine. Totally okay with that. All right, so that's that. That's part of our base. So we finished some of our base. We're going to work on the other part of our base here. Obviously, this is a darker setting than I normally have. I'm working on a card table, which I'm certainly used to, a folding table, but ended up that it's just darker in here. But it's totally okay. I think we're fine. So they've announced a few things that Crunchyroll's getting next season. Nothing stood out to me too much. There seemed to be some sort of show about camping, or like smart girls camping, that seemed like it might be interesting. So I'm gonna keep my ears and eyes open for that, because that sounds like it might be interesting. But there didn't seem to be any action shows announced yet. So that's actually kind of surprising. Normally there would be some sort of action thing announced. I'm hopeful because I don't know right now. Nobody has said who's getting it, but I'm hopeful that Crunchyroll is getting Overlord. I don't know for sure. The other Crunchyroll recommendation is um, they're slow. They just got a batch of it. I think like they have like the first 50 episodes of YYH, Yu Yu Hakusho, which I highly recommend. Yu Yu Hakusho is awesome, and I don't think the sub. I mean, if you were like me, if you it came out when you got the subtitles, the fan subs of that were incredibly random in quality. Some were incredible, some were terrible. So the first batch or so, I think I saw the really solid versions of it. But the later episodes, I remember watching. You could buy like a DVD, and it was a terrible translation. If I remember correctly, it was like people were using like Babelfish to translate it because they were doing it bulk translations as quickly as possible. So I never saw some of those episodes. I definitely had terrible uh, subtitles. So I'm interested in the idea of seeing some of those episodes later better. So right now, none of the episodes I want to see are up, but there are a bunch of the early ones. So if you've never seen Yu Yu Hakusho, it's like, what if Hunter x Hunter was slower, and instead of because Hunter x Hunter comes after YYH, but yeah, what if the crazy evil assassin best friend was actually like more of a minor character? Kie is not his friend. And what if the dumbest guy in the world was a detective? Is also kind of what the story's about, because Yusuke is kind of stupid, lovable but stupid. It's a good show. It's a good quality show. I'm happy that it is that there is a way to watch it on Crunchyroll. I think that's a good acquisition. I think some of the Funimation acquisitions, the shared library stuff, has been pretty cool, and it's helpful in a season that's poor like this season. All right, so we're still working on most of this. Obviously, is this kind of like battle stage for the two of them. So we're doing a lot of building for our battle stage. There's not a lot to say about this build in particular. It's just most of these mega constructs, you're built like the actual Pokemon or the easy part, and then building up the frame or the space, the battle space, is the actual like meat and bones of it. So just getting all the pieces we need to make my life easier. And one of these, and one of these, and one of these, and two of these, and I think that's all the pieces that we need. Great. Yeah, so I would recommend Yu Yu Hakusho as a show to check out if you haven't seen it. You probably have, probably seen it, maybe even seen it dubbed. And the dub isn't bad. The dub does the thing where it makes a character who's supposed to be dumb kind of like New Yorker-y. Same thing that we saw with Yu-Gi-Oh, where Joey was like a clearly supposed to be like a Brooklyn dude because he was dumb, or like a New York guy. So that happens a little bit in the voice acting in Yu Yu Hakusho in the dub, but it's not a bad dub. So if that's the only way you watched it, you could have done far worse. So don't worry about it. Oh, it's kind of cool. Kind of giving a jagged rock feel by doing this. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep pointing up because I'm used to having my camera my face camera be right here, and it is not. It is over here. I've only brought one webcam. I'm using this. My face over here is the webcam that comes with this on this computer. I rarely use it, so that is why I'm like, what? What's going on? Great. So we got our Tower of Babylon in a way here, and that goes. So one of the things they do for Mega Constructs, I've said this before, but I'll show it off on here. If you can see it, maybe this will be better. Yeah, that'll be better. So you can see that there's some red dots there, and that's just telling you where this piece is going to go. And in a bigger thing, it would have red pieces and blue dots to indicate placement, and that is very helpful for something like this. Kind of cool. All right, so now we'll go to the next page. As always, find the things we need. And this is where the knolling certainly helps, because I'm able to quickly pull the pieces I need just by looking at the color. So I'm not scanning my whole workspace looking for things. As I said, when I was a kid doing Lego, I never knolled. I didn't. It wasn't a concept that I knew of. So it has been a thing that I adapted later when I started building Lego and Mega Constructs. I should say Lego. My next kit is a Lego kit. When I get back to New York on Thursday in the normal stream time of 8 p.m. Eastern, I will start building. Harold purchased for me, which is incredibly generous of him. I thank very much, Harold. Harold Price purchased the Lego Yoda Starfighter. I'm very excited to build that. So that is my next build. And the link is in the YouTube description for my Amazon wish list. If you got gift cards for Amazon this holiday season, I'm expecting one, because that is I often get one. Not necessarily saying for sure that's going to happen, but I often get one of those from my folks. And so I am that will probably go into buying something for the stream on my end. But yeah, I have an Amazon wish list. It's got Lego stuff. It's got Pokemon stuff. It's got most of the Lego is Star Wars, although there's some Batman stuff I put in there. Someone asked me to put Batman things in there, so I did. And I believe I have another kit coming. It's probably in the mail. That is a Lego kit that Coyote purchased, which is excellent, awesome of them to do. That was something that was a gift for them, that they were like, I'm never going to build this. I'm not really into Lego. And they're sending it to me, which is so nice. So wonderful, nice. I'll certainly be building on the stream. So I've got a lot of Lego. So I'm going to do that Lego next, the Yoda. Then I'm going to do another Lego kit. I don't know which one. It will be decided by my $10 plus Patreon supporters. Those of you that give $10 a month get to vote on the kits I build. They'll vote on a Lego kit. I'll build that. And then the kit after that, I'm going to go back. I bought it myself, a Death Scythe, the Master Grade Death Scythe. I'm going to build that next. That'll be my next Gunpla build. I can't wait to do that because, as you know, the Death Scythe is my favorite. Oh, we finally got into our dark green pieces here. This is the island pieces that will let us know what's going on with that. So we finished that there. That's all ready. And then put that there. We're almost done here with this kit. Just, just little pieces putting here and there. Nothing too crazy. So yeah, like I said, I should say weird, not crazy. I apologize for that. Like I said, I'm excited to put these all together. This kit I got, I believe, in November or the beginning of December. And I saved it because these kits travel very well. So I knew that I would be able to do this here. Obviously, my intention was to stream it, and that didn't work out. But I'm recording it instead, and that's fine. It's just going to be the first ever YouTube exclusive. And now that I think about it, that's something I can certainly do, so that I have some content to go up, especially for my Patreon supporters, is to do a couple of these videos And I guess in the future, if I ever do something like this, like if I do something like this for when I know I'm going to be traveling and not be able to record, I can solicit questions or comments from Twitter and Twitch so that I have some jumping off points for discussion. Because right now I'm just going to talk about what's going on with me. It's Christmas. I'm excited. I have some time off from work. It's always exciting. I love my job, but I also like decompressing, and I've been able to do that here and have not had to think about work too much. Been able to focus on other things going on with me, which has been great. And then I'll be able to come in with fresh eyes and fresh interest when I get back into work, which will be I kind of leave here. I leave South Carolina on Tuesday in the evening, and I will return, to New York in the late evening, and then I go back to work the next day. I work one day, and then I have off, and I'll stream that day, which will be good. Good to do that, and then I'll get back into doing whatever I need to do as far as working and streaming and all that. All right, so here. Oh, they even give a little photo of what it's supposed to look like. That's nice. That's helpful. Putting these vegetation pieces on here. This is a really intricate build space. Of all of them, this is the most. I guess you're trading off because it was the most simple build here of these. Okay, I actually built this wrong, which is not embarrassing, but surprising. Goes like that, actually. All right. That was an easy fix. I don't have my my separator here because I didn't expect to need it for these pieces. They're not super hard to separate as well if you screw up. So I'm not worried about that. Although, why do I have one of these? Oh, that goes there. And then I need okay. So that goes like that. Okay, I've got this. I figured this out. All right. That goes here. We're at the point now where sometimes I just start talking to myself. I mean, not that I'm not constantly talking to myself right now, because no one is watching it live, which is odd. This is the first one I've done of these like this. But I'm happy to be able to give you something. And I hope folks go and watch it when they have time. Their holiday weekend, but it'll be on YouTube. It'll go up tonight. This will go up, as soon as I can for my Patreon backers, and then tomorrow for everybody else. But it might take a while to upload because the uploads here is not solid. My biggest fear is that it won't upload at all and that I'll have to wait. But I think I'll be able to solve that problem. Okay, so we need 8 of these. 2, 4, 7, 8. All right, got 8 of those. 2 of these. 3 of these. 1 of these is shorter size. Okay. 1 of these. 4 of these. And 1 of these. Great. So now we're just building some stuff here that will go on our finishing touches. This is like basically one of the last steps. And goes like that. Oops. Whoa. Almost dropped it. Haven't dropped anything. Knock on table. And that'll be good because it got dark in here. I mean, you can see it's a pretty dark play area here. Build area, I should say. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can jump in about. So that goes like that. And this goes, I make 2 of these. Yeah, I've been eating some really good food. I got barbecue on what do you call it? Friday or Thursday. Thursday we landed. I took a nap. We went out to dinner. Had incredibly good barbecued ribs. Um, excellent ribs. And view of the water. If you could scroll back through my Twitter feed, you'll find a photo of that. Took a nice photo of my view while I was eating ribs. It was an excellent view for ribs. um, yeah, so it was a very nice trip so far. Um, very looking forward to Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and it's me and my folks. I'm an only child, as many of you know. So it's just the three of us for the holiday. We're doing our uh, party here. We're to go see some friends of my folks since they retired. These are friends they made here, so I don't really know them too well, but I know them enough to see them at Christmas holiday. It'll be fine to see them. And all right, we're gonna finish our palm tree vines here. This came together kind of cool. And then that goes like this. That looks pretty cool. And that goes here, and I'm gonna just put it in and I'll adjust it as needed. Cool, and you can adjust how you like that to look and all that. That looks neat. I'm gonna have to take this apart to send it. No, I could probably pack it fine. But yeah, so we'll put it like that, kind of have it reach out, and then we are building our fire and our water pieces here. So these are the idea that Charmander and Squirtle are facing off. I don't know why it took me a second there to say Squirtle's name. That was weird. Okay, so we got the fire pieces here. Where this goes like this. And this goes like this. And then this goes like this. And you could be creative with this if you wanted to. You could mix it up if that's how you're feeling. But I think this is a totally fine way to do these flames. And you make them so where you set them as if it came out of Charmander. Blowing that flame out there. And then we'll do the same thing with the water, as if Squirtle is squirting water. It's a squirting turtle, squirting some water. So this goes here, like this. The squirting turtle. And then this goes like this. Great. And then flames go here. And water goes here. And then this one actually has a spot where they want you to put them. A lot of these bases didn't have that. So yeah, you can set it up like this. And there you go. We got a couple extra pieces, which is nice. This is actually for the next set that I accidentally nulled by mistake. So I'm going to put this in a bag here of my extras that will live for this kit. And yeah, that's the first set. So we're going to quickly go into our next build. We're going to get our next one going. It's took a little longer than actually I thought it would, but I think it looks great. I'm really happy with it. Thank you, Adam, for sending this out to me. I really appreciate it, for purchasing on my Amazon wish list. Yeah, thanks so much. And now let's get into our next one. Whoop, there we go. All right, flip the image over. I'm going to push this over here. I did a little bit of knolling on this one because it's mostly orange, as you can see. So I'm just going to push all the orange over there. I'm excited to work on these big old wings. Yeah, this is going to be a great one. I'm excited to build this. I'm going to fold that over. So yeah, so I'm going to quickly knoll, and then we're going to get into it. It's mostly orange pieces, so my knolling is really going to be pretty straightforward. I'll have to kind of dig in the orange to find what I'm looking for, but it should be pretty easy to do. Looks like it comes with a great ball. You can see that by that piece. The other Pokemon came with just a regular old Pokeball. I think it's funny that they're like, you'll need a great ball to get this one. Just like, you probably need an Ultra Ball. That's a tough Pokemon. That's a tough as nails Pokemon. Put the clear piece over here, because obviously we're working mostly with, our base will have some color to it, but most of our kit is orange, with some accents, obviously. I'm really happy with the Mega Constructs that they paint pieces for you. They don't make you apply sticker like we had with um, our Bandai Pokemon kit. We did Solgaleo. That Solgaleo was mostly stickers. So I'm really happy that this is mostly, almost exclusively, things that they paint on there. There are no stickers in this set. I think that makes for a way better kit to not deal with stickers. So now we got some white pieces here, which are going to be like our claw fingers and all that. I'll put those there. Trying to quickly null this, because I know that watching me null is not the most exciting part of these videos. So thank you for indulging me on that. I wish that this, like I said, wish this could have been a live stream. Unfortunately, that did not work out. But now I know that what a thing I can do is, and what I'll probably do is, when I know that I won't have decent internet, I can just record a video on my off time of me building, and then I can put something up so that I have something for folks to watch. Yeah, it's obviously not my preferred thing, but if I end up staying at a hotel when I go to Boston, I'd rather do an Airbnb with good internet. But if I end up at a hotel, then I can record something ahead of time, because hotel internet's never going to be good enough. I mean, it might be that I might accidentally end up with a place that has good internet, but that's never an option, I would say. I would say more than not, you're never going to end up with a great place, a hotel with great internet. So that's good thing to keep in mind for the future, is that I can always just record videos in my off time and have content for you. I can do some one-offs. Like while I'm in the middle of a big build, I can do like an easy build here or there, which would be nice. Okay. So yeah, so I'm gonna put this together, and I'm gonna keep going until we finish. So I might go past the hour that I thought I was gonna stream. If that happens, I'm gonna keep going obviously here. If I have to stop recording and then start up again tomorrow, I'll do that. But I think we'll be able to get through this pretty fast. I have a deadline here. So I might not finish all of this Charizard. I might just make a separate little video of me finishing that up tomorrow. I think that's what we'll do. I'll record that, since I don't think for sure that I'll be able to finish it in enough time for y'all. But I'll get it started and then finish it up and just make a separate video and put that up. I think that's fair. Kind of deciding things on my feet, but that's part of the process of all this, right? It's just kind of, sometimes you just have to like make a decision while you go. And yeah, so I'll keep doing this for a bit. I'll upload this and then I'll do like a part 2 on my own time, since I'm off stream, and it'll be just fine. And everybody will be able to watch some fun videos. Yeah, I'm excited for the Christmas holiday, the Christmas break. I think it's going to be very cool and fun, and so and mostly just been excited about sleep. I've been getting a lot of sleep. We'll get some videos from the Giant Bomb folks next week, so that'll be cool. I have an interest in seeing some of those. We'll see what happens with that. But yeah, I'm going to do this for another 10 minutes or so, then I'll get off the video, and then I'll pick up wherever I left off tomorrow and continue to record and get something for you so that you all have some kind of video. content, even if it's not exactly how I promised it. You never know with this kind of stuff. You hope that it all works out, but you should be prepared for it not to. I was not prepared for it to not work out as I thought I was. All right, move that there, move that there. As I said, this is going to be a lot of orange. That is what this kit is. It is all orange pieces because that is what this Pokemon looks like. As you can see in the photo in the corner, that's how it turns out. It's a good looking kit. Excited to build it. Okay. All right. I'm going to put in the show description, my holiday playlist that I made. I made it on Google Music, so you should be able to listen to it even if you don't have Google Music. You should still be able to look at it and hear it. So take a look. It's a lot of covers because that's often what I like to listen to. I like a good holiday cover. I like some of the originals too, but modern takes on it from musicians that I know and like. That's always fun. I like a few weird oddball songs you maybe didn't hear, things that aren't classics that didn't necessarily know existed. Like, I don't know. There's a few here and there that surprise me that are on that list that might surprise you. You might be shocked to hear them. Okay, so this goes like this. One of our traditions here is that while we're opening Christmas music, we play we're opening Christmas presents, we play some Christmas music. My dad has. And so I'm looking forward to listening to some of that, like the Johnny Cash Christmas album. Very good. Find it if you can. It's a good album. But yeah, we got a bunch of different kinds of Christmas blues and all kinds of different albums. It's very fun. Okay, so we're gonna keep moving on this stuff here. Just building our. The fun part is right now I think I'm building the body, but I'm not 100% sure. That's kind of fun since all these pieces look similar. I'm not really sure what part of the Pokemon I'm building, so that's kind of fun. Yeah, I'm going to upload this as soon as I'm done with it, and then it'll take a while to upload, but as soon as I can, I will send it out to Patreon supporters, and then the day after I'm recording this, so it'll go out on Christmas Eve, I will make that YouTube video for folks. So for folks that don't have Christmas Eve plans, they can watch the video, which I hope is a cool thing. I like to think so. There have been holidays, not necessarily Christmas, but there have certainly been holidays where I wish that the people that made things that I like were able to make them still. So I hope that does well for you. And once again, I do apologize for the circumstances of this stream and how it worked out. Could have been better, but I still think it's still pretty good. So, okay. Yeah, so I'm not going to finish this on this video here, but one of two things will happen. One, I will do it, finish this up on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day and make another YouTube exclusive video, or two, if I don't make one of those, because it certainly exists the possibility that I won't make that. If I don't make one of those, then when I get back to New York, I'll make a bonus video that won't be a stream of me finishing this. So either way, I'm going to finish this. It might be that I do it while I'm here in South Carolina, I might record it, or it might be that I just wait until I'm back in New York. So either way, I will finish up this in a YouTube version because the next build I'm going to do, live build, is not these. So I have to find an orange piece here that I'm having a little trouble finding. Found it. We did it. Goes like, put the wrong piece down. Like I said, luckily these separate pretty well. In my rush, I pulled the wrong piece. My nails are pretty recently clipped, so that is in general good, but in that specific case was a little annoying. Great, so that goes like that, and that goes like that, and then I find one clear piece like that. Great. All right, let's finish page. We'll finish this page, and then we'll wrap up our video. So yeah, I hope your Christmas holiday is good. If you celebrate Christmas, if you celebrate Hanukkah, I hope your Hanukkah was excellent. If you don't celebrate anything, I hope you had a pleasant week and you have a good weekend. I'll be back in my normal streaming schedule of Thursday and Saturday. Thursday 8 p.m. Eastern to 9:30 p.m. Eastern, and Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern till 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Those are when I stream, and I hope that you'll tune in. I apologize for this, as I said, not being a live show, but being a recorded show, so I can get you something. Yeah, either I'm going to record this here in South Carolina and finish it up tomorrow, or if that doesn't work out, I will record it separately as a YouTube exclusive when I am home in New York. So either way, this will be a YouTube video and not a live stream video. Yeah, so that's about it. I'm going to finish up these two pieces here, and that will be the end of our video. And then I will upload it to YouTube while I go out to visit with friends of my parents and have like a little bit of a holiday get together. Looking forward to it. They're good people, so it'll be nice to see them and eat a lot of really good food. All right, so that's going to do it for this video. We'll pick up where we left off in the future, and I want to thank you for joining me for this weird kind of hapdash recording, the first ever Build with Baer YouTube exclusive, accidental. And go back to my main here. Oh, that's not the main. This is the main. This is my main. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you again live stream on twitch.tv/PatBaer on Thursday. We'll be back in it again, and goodbye.